If you've been wondering how to wear the colour of the season, burgundy, stay tuned for today's video. Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah and I help people reclaim and discover their identity through style. I work with people all over the world through one-to-one consultations as well as my online courses. Keep an eye out for my signature course starting again in January 2025. It is currently on special offer and it's called Streamline Your Style. Welcome to all the new people watching here. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so. Give the video a thumbs up, and if you'd like to support this channel even further, you can do so by giving super thanks and I will be super grateful. Welcome back to all the regulars as well. It is always great to see you here. I'd love to know in the comments below, have you already invested in this colour of the season, because it is absolutely everywhere and I understand the temptation. It is a gorgeous, rich, beautiful colour and it can look so beautiful this time of year. So let me know, is it something that you already have in the wardrobe? Have you bought into it? Do you feel like it suits you? Now, if you're wondering what suits you, colour consultation will help you understand what looks amazing on you. It also helps bring your wardrobe together in a very cohesive way, so it prevents you wasting money on poor style choices. Get in touch for your own colour consultation. If you haven't seen my videos on colour consultation, I will put a link up here to them. So we'll talk a little bit about where burgundy belongs in the colour seasons, who it works best for, and how you might pair it with various items. So what does burgundy look like, first of all? Well, you know what? It's open to interpretation. It depends who you ask. You may have noticed if you shop online and you see a particular green, one shop will call it forest green and another shop will call it army green, but it's the same green. So it is very subjective about what people call colours. So I would say don't get caught up in the names of colours. Start to train your eye to see what the colour is in terms of its depth or its value, in other words. How clear it is, how cool or warm it is. It's far more valuable to understand colour like that rather than getting caught up in the name like burgundy. Most of us will be able to imagine what burgundy might look like, but there are subtle differences that can make it part of one season and not belong to another. For example, if we look at what Pantone says burgundy is, it is slightly more on the warm side. I see a little bit of yellow in that. The depth is there, so automatically I'd place that in the autumn category. Now, if we do a simple search and look for burgundy and we look at the hex number of it, if we put that into the likes of Canva, it'll come up with something that's a little bit more berry looking and cooler, which belongs in the winter family. If we think about the commonality between winter and autumn, the quality that is linking the two of those is deep or dark. So if you're dominantly dark in your features and you wear that well, you have a little bit of a lower contrast. Either one of those burgundies is going to look amazing. You may choose to lean into the cooler one if you're in that winter category, and you may choose to go into autumn if you're slightly on the warmer side. Who's not going to wear burgundy so well? Our lighter seasons, spring and summer. Now, I happen to have a drape here that is called burgundy. So again, it's open to interpretation what burgundy is. And you'll see here, if I put it on top of the burgundy I'm wearing, it's a lot lighter and it's a lot softer. So burgundy, again, is open to interpretations. If you manipulate the colours a little bit, it can work for the different seasons, but you just have to know what you're looking for, and this is where your trained eye comes in. I'm wearing burgundy today, and it might be coming off a little bit different because of a strong light on me. It's a top that I don't wear often, and the reason for that is it's kind of neutral in its undertone, slightly leaning cool, so it's okay on my skin. It's creating a good level of contrast on my skin. However, the hardware on it is kind of this antique gold, and that's just not great for me. You'll notice that I wear silver all the time. I've taken off my necklaces today, which I always wear because they were just a little bit jarring with what I'm wearing. So it is a top I've been thinking about passing on. It's from Cezanne, a couple of years old. It's still in good condition. I think I'll put it up on Vestiaire Collective or something because it's really not something that I'm getting a lot of wear out of, and the reason is the hardware on it. If it was silver or even gunmetal silver, I'd wear it, but It's not. So our spring types are probably going to struggle the most with burgundy. If you're a spring out there, let me know if this is in your collection or if you're considering it. Now, of course, when I talk about wearing colour, getting the best colours in your wardrobe, I really mean the colours that are closest to your face. If you're thinking about maybe a nail colour or a handbag, this is not going to be so close to your face, and also it's a smaller quantity. It's not going to have such a major effect on your overall look. So that could be a great way to start introducing the colour of the season, especially if it's a nail colour or something like that. It can be an inexpensive way of playing into that colour of the season without committing to a long-term relationship with it. So what would I pair burgundy with? Well, one thing that really stands out to me is a beautiful combination of this light blue plus the burgundy. And I can imagine like a burgundy suit with a crisp light blue shirt, almost like the colour of my nails, which is double denim. This can be an unexpected but gorgeous combination and would really play into somebody with those cooler undertones. I think would work really nicely, and that contrast level between the light blue and the burgundy, beautiful on a winter person. I created a Pinterest board just full of burgundy combinations, the different types of burgundy out there. And for the autumn people who are looking to pair this, I saw a lot of burgundy plus camel, and I think that's a beautiful combination, particularly if you're leaning into that slightly warmer burgundy. So something like this, or possibly even a little bit lighter, but they both have the warmth, and if you're wearing that warm burgundy, they can look just gorgeous and really rich together. So if you're an autumn person, these would be beautiful combinations on you. You could also play into something that's a little bit more tonal and keeping within the same colorway, particularly if you're in the winter category and you have that beautiful berry burgundy. And, you know, sticking with the kind of pink theme can be really nice. I often think a monochrome look can appear really elegant. It's very flattering. So playing into the berry colours in your burgundy can really make the colours come alive. Now, would I pair burgundy with black? My initial thought would be no. Because I think when you pair such a beautiful, rich berry colour with black can kind of kill the colour. Now, I say that with a pinch of salt, because if you're somebody who suits black, if you're in the winter category and you suit black, you're going to pull it off better. If you have like dark coloured hair, you know, almost black, and you pair black in there as well, it can make it work better than somebody maybe in the autumn category, or certainly the spring or summer categories, which will really struggle with this combination. I may not choose something like a black suit plus this burgundy underneath. I don't think that would work so well. There's very little contrast for the winter colours. I don't imagine it working so well. However, if it was a burgundy blouse like what I'm wearing today, plus black trousers, that to me works better because the flow is vertical, there's low contrast. It feels better for me than pairing it with something side by side like a shirt and a suit. But absolutely stay away from pairing it with black if you're in the other colour seasons. It's just going to look a little bit dead in the colours. When I was looking on Instagram, there was a lot of people pairing burgundy with grey. To me, it's not the most beautiful combination. I think there's other things out there to make that burgundy, the richness of the burgundy, come alive. You know, when it's in an outfit and you can accessorize it with grey, it can make it come together. I just don't think it's the most beautiful thing that you can do with burgundy. So for me, I wouldn't style it like that. I know many others would. Personal preference maybe. Now, burgundy is part of the red family, if we can just simplify it down to that, red. As a complementary colour, green is the thing that you would pair it with. Now, I think you have to be very careful about the green that you choose here. Again, playing around with the idea of, you know, if you're using a cool burgundy, stay with cool colours. If you're using a warm burgundy, stay with warmer colours. So I wouldn't be going for something like Kelly green. It's too bright, it's too clear. It would fight a little bit with the burgundy. However, perhaps something like a pine green. Now, I always think you have to be careful with how you pair a red and a green together, because it can start to look very festive and Christmassy. So this type of pine green and the burgundy are less obviously straight up red and green and that kind of Christmassy vibe. You could probably get away with that more. I think also using certain proportions in your colour choices can play a part. If you wear a full burgundy suit with little accessories or accents of green, it comes off less festive and very more wearable for any occasion. One more unexpected colour combination that I want to talk about is orange and burgundy. Now, of course, we're leaning right into autumn here with these colour combinations. But again, using your warmth in your burgundy plus the richness of orange can be a stunning colour combination. Again, choose one portion of the colour that's going to be larger than the other portion. You don't want to be fighting for attention with colour choices. There should be one focal colour, I think, with such rich colours, and then smaller quantities of the others. If you are that summer person and you're looking at something that's a little bit lighter and a little bit softer, consider pairing it with a softer blue from summer. I'm just finding one here that I think would work well. So I have this pastel aqua from summer, and I think that could be a beautiful combination for our summer people. It's not too dark, keeping on those cool sides, and the softer colours could be really a great combination for you. Our spring people, I'm sorry, but I think you're going to struggle a little bit with burgundy, especially if it's really rich and dark. It's going to maybe look a little bit off. So I'd say to you, let this trend come and go. Don't focus too much on it. Stay within your own palette. You'll look fabulous in that, rather than investing in something that is just going to be a flash in the pan, and it will be a flash in the pan. It'll be something else. As the colour of the year is announced very shortly, we're going to see another theme coming through, and burgundy will be so last year. That's why we don't want to be jumping on this trend bandwagon. If the trend is within your colour palette, okay, go for it, because it'll see you through season after season. But if it's not, and you're just buying because it's the colour of the season, don't do that. You're going to waste your money. You're going to have these things sitting in the wardrobe that are just not going to be worn after the season. And really, you're not going to feel your best in them because the colour won't be flattering for you. So let me know your thoughts on burgundy. I'd love to hear them. That's it for today's video. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again with a new video next week. Take care. Bye bye.